But I realized that time period, our business didn't grow. My personal brand didn't grow at all. And I realized it's because, I was trying to go for the swing and the home run, but I just didn't have enough there, right? And I can see when I followed up with people, what type of service do I provide, what are their interests, I have their name, I have their contact, and I can reach out to them, and I have my own CRM. If you're not able to provide clarity to your customer to turn that follower into a paid customer, then you're not ready to do business. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Sebastian J. Sanders. We're back with another episode, Money Mondays. You know what it is. This is your weekly money, business, and mindset podcast, guys. Man, we're 4 episodes in. We're having some fun this season, man. I hope you guys have as much fun as I am. Real life conversation, guys. I don't do a lot of fluff. I know you may say I talk fast, right? I'm just, I'm trying to slow down, but I just, that's just me, right? I can't change it. But I'm working to get better, especially being a professional speaker. I know you gotta edit things and slow down. So definitely I'm working on that. But guys, every week we have some real life topics, really good conversations, and I hope you guys taking away, the information that's being dropped. And always, if you got any topics that you want to address, definitely get with me. Let me know what we can do. But tonight and today, guys, this week, I want to talk about how do you turn your followers into paying customers? How do you build a real system? Followers don't pay your bills. Systems do. It irritates me when people be like, man, I got 100,000 followers. I got this amount of followers. And I'm like, okay, what's the monetization of that? In my younger days, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like I wanted a lot of followers. Like I wanted to like go viral. Like, I'd be like, I used to make content to go viral. Like before I really kind of got deeper into my purpose in youth entrepreneurship and business development, if you go back to like 2022, 2021, my content was not really where it's at now. Like I was doing like the viral things, like doing like date topics and funny videos, being humorous, which is my personality, right? I'm just being who I was. But I realized that that's not the brand, for one. It wasn't helping the organization. It wasn't helping me service more students. It wasn't helping me grow. I was just trying to go viral. And I mean, the numbers were decent. I don't think I had like a super crazy viral moment. I think I was averaging like 1,000, 2,000 real reviews. But I realized that time period, our business didn't grow. My personal brand didn't grow at all. And I realized it's because, I was trying to go for the swing and the home run, but I just didn't have enough there, right? And so, I had to realize, like, how do I build real followers that engage in my content? That's my true audience. But then how do I turn those people into paying customers? Now, I'm not just saying for me, like, I look at my followers as paying customers because my business doesn't really have that model, right? Our followers really don't do anything necessarily thing for us. They do more outreach and word of mouth. But for you, the everyday business owner, how do you turn your followers into a paying customer? So tonight I want to talk about that. So this is how you do that. You want to build a monthly and quarterly outreach plan. For us, we do quarterly. Monthly is probably too much for us, so we do quarterly. For your business, that make it look a whole lot different. So you need some type of outreach. You need an email list. Maybe you go on Fiverr, go on Upwork, and you get an Excel person or a database person. You say, hey, I need you to go and give me an email list. Maybe you pay for leads, right? You can pay for leads. Past customers. Everybody that's a customer from you, you need to have some type of CRM or some type of checkout tool to where you can track their phone number and their email. You need to have that. Stop doing the Cash App and the Zelles. Go and get a real legitimate checkout system. That way you have history of all past customers, and all you got to do is take their email and their phone numbers, dump it into like an email. You can blind copy them, send it to a mass email, or you can dump it into an app like Easy Text where you can dump all the phone numbers. You can do a mass text, or you can set up some type of CRM or some type of texting thing from your company, SMS marketing, where you can reach out to people that way. Community partnerships. Who can you partner with in a local community that has a need for what you provide or your product or your service, or you guys are like-minded? How y'all can team up? Speaking contacts. How do I go out and get contacts to get leads? How do I go out and speak to people? How do I go and get in front of customers and go speak at this event or this community organization or go join the chamber? And the key to having all of those outreach methods is follow-up. Every time we send out emails, we don't always get responses, right? We may get 2 or 3% people to respond, but then we send follow-ups, and then in the follow-ups we may get another 3% on top of that. So then it's just compound interest, just adding on top of it of me getting some type of follow-up. So That's how I will build my monthly and quarterly outreach plan. And it's all about my product or service. If I'm a t-shirt brand or if I'm selling some type of product that's like a fast product, maybe I do monthly because you want to stay in front of your customer. You want to reach out to them monthly, give them deals, give them incentives. For us, it's quarterly. So look at your business model and what your audience is, and you figure out what works best for you. You get your email list, customers, partnerships, and contacts. Then from there, you want to build a basic CRM. So then let's take my email list or whatever I have, and then I want to start in Excel. Now, you don't have to go out and purchase a CRM if you're not there yet, if you're not profitable enough to go out and get that extra expense, because the CRMs are expensive. You have Airtable. You have there's another one. It's losing me, but I know Airtable is a pretty convenient one. It's a pretty good price. You have Boomerang. Boomerang is another one. So there's different CRMs you can do, or you can just start the organic way and get on Excel. Right? I teach business technology. I teach Excel. At the universities and the colleges, and so a lot of students hate Excel. Right? And I used to hate Excel, to be honest with you guys, until I start working in the world and being an entrepreneur, and I realized like we need Excel, and Excel is a great way for you to build your own CRM, because you build your own CRM, that saves you thousands of dollars. And trust me, CRMs cost money. We literally just built a CRM at Sanders Hand for our CTSO chapters, and trust me, that bad boy cost a pretty penny. So let's build your own. This is how you start. Go in Excel and you create your own. You got your rows and your columns. Get at the top, name, contact, service, interest, and you can follow update. And then you just put that information in. And then what you can do is you can create in that tab where it says, in that column where it has the follow update, you can put the date, and then next to it you can put have I reached out to them, yes or no. And then you can automatically change this, and you can really pretty much create your own system to where it can do auto changes for you. And then you can do this in Excel. And every quarter you just go in and update. So now I got my own CRM, and I have all this information in there, and I can see when I followed up with people, what type of service do I provide, what are their interests, I have their name, I have their contact, and I can reach out to them, and I have my own CRM. And you can build this in Excel, right? This can be the workbook, and at the bottom of Excel or Google Sheets, you can have different worksheet tabs. So the first worksheet tab, it'll say 2026, it didn't have 2025 and 2024. So now I'm able to see how many leads I've contacted each year, who's contacted me or not, contacted me back or not, and I'm able to see my conversion rate. So now I have a whole CRM built, I have an email list, and now I can really do some stuff with this, because when I drop a new product, I can reach out to my people. If I'm offering a 50% off discount, I can reach out to my people. If I have an event coming up, I can reach out to my people. Or if I just need them to engage with some content, or like my Instagram page, I can definitely do so because I have a CRM. The thing about it is you need to have a clear value proposition. And this is important, especially when you're trying to turn your people you're trying to turn followers into a paid customer. Why? What's my value proposition? Why should I purchase from you? You got to ask yourself, or ask your business, what problem are we solving? And if I'm a customer, if I'm a potential follower, why should I choose you? If I got all these pages I can follow, why should I choose you? Why should I go and like your content? Why should I purchase from you? Why should I go to your website and buy from you? And why now? Think about it. Why now? Think about when you buy stuff. Usually it's for a purpose, or it's for a season. Then you think about it like, think of it in the customer lenses. Why now? Because the clarity converts. If you're not able to provide clarity to your customer to turn that follower into a paid customer, then you're not ready to do business. Because when people buy from you, there's a reason and why. Now, I don't want to get deep into it. I don't want to get into the mindset of, of all that good stuff. But there's a reason to why we do certain things. When I woke up this morning and I went to Starbucks and grabbed some tea or something like that, there's a reason and why I did that. There is a method to my madness of why, I have a suit on for today. Think of that from a mental standpoint, and you think about your customer and you think about the followers. How do you convert that follower to a customer? Think about the mental thing of them. What's going to make them do that? Why should they do that? That clarity is going to convert them from being just the average follower, just a people that's watching your page, to a paid customer. And then next, you want to get into paid ads and lead magnets. You got to offer something free. When you go to the mall, you see the people out there with the samples, right? I used to love this at First Colony Mall. They used to have the guys, especially the Chinese food places, man. I used to love those places. They have like the chicken teriyaki or the orange chicken. They have like some chicken you can taste. And I always say they were the best at marketing, because it's like 4 or 5 different places that you can consider maybe Asian or Chinese food, right? I'm not too sure of the ethnicity behind it, but they're all offering pretty much the same thing or the same type of food. And you're trying to figure out which one is the best, and you're going trying each one. And you're like, they taste the best, I'm gonna go with them. That's a sale. So you got to think of it like this. Think of it like you're in a mall and there's 1,000 different food spots and we're all serving the same rice and chicken. So you got the customers walking by. If I'm not giving out a freebie, you don't know what my food tastes like, but you know what theirs tastes like, and you like the way theirs tastes, so you're gonna go to them. So in your business, you offer something free. You offer maybe a free webinar if you got a service-based business, right? If you're trying to display something, maybe you offer free content where you show people how it works. If you're selling a product, maybe you do free samples. Maybe if you do like mini cookies, if you're selling t-shirts, maybe you do buy one, get one free. Give somebody something free so they can taste it and say, you know what? I like it. I'm gonna keep coming back for more. And then you capture the contact info. When I always tell people, when I put out a call to action or I'm trying to get leads or potentials, when I throw something out there for free, it's for free. You're not paying for it, but I'm asking for your contact information. And some people are not gonna put their number, they're not gonna put their email. That's completely fine. But those that do, I got something to work with. I got leads. Those are the leads. And then you wanna track the cost per lead. How much did it cost me to get 25 leads? If I ran an ad and I said, hey, I'm a free coupon for buy one, get one free for t-shirts on my website, and only 25 people registered and they clicked my link and they subscribe, how much did it cost me? And Facebook does it really well if you're running Facebook ads. Instagram does it really well for you, and Google does it really well for you too. You go to your conversion, you go to your ad chart, and then you look at, okay, the cost to acquire per customer. So I think usually a good price, it all depends on what you're putting out there, but I would say a comfortable price will be anywhere from about $1 maybe to $3, just depending on, you know, your ad and how much you invest into the ad. Or it could be even less, just depending on what you're putting out there. But if I ran this ad, and for me to get 25 leads, it cost me $1 to acquire each lead. That means, you know, if I'm looking for 25 leads, I might have to spend $25. If I want to get 100 leads, you just do the math and keep on going. And then you track the cost per customer. Your per lead cost is different than your per customer. The lead is the people that actually click on that link and actually subscribe and do what you ask them to do. Per customer is just how many people that you're reaching. Those two numbers are different because you want to heavily invest into the ad, but if the ad doesn't have a really good per customer range and you're not really getting a lot of impressions and views, and then on top of that your leads are low, then you need to know like this ad is not working, right? So then you maybe need to increase the money or change your audience. So it all just depends. You have to know how you know your numbers and change your things up. At the end of the day, guys, you want to know your acquisition numbers. You want to know how much it costs to acquire a customer. You watch Shark Tank and they were like, how much does it cost to acquire a customer? They know that number at the top of their head. For you, that's a small business entrepreneur person, you need to know that number. How much does it cost me to acquire a customer? For us to get a new lead and get a new program signed up, how much does it cost me to run these ads to get somebody to sign up and for me to get them on a Zoom call to do a meeting? If I don't know my price, I don't know how to run ads because I don't know how much money we should be investing into an ad. And I don't even know if these ads are working. This picture ad is not working. But then I go run a video ad and that one's not working. So now I got to change up my ads, right? So to summarize it, guys, you give out something for free. You throw something out there. If I'm doing a t-shirt, maybe I'm doing buy one, get one free. If I'm doing cookies, maybe I'm giving out free samples. If I give it out, I'm getting the contact information. I'm getting something in return. I'm not getting money for it, but I'm getting leads. And then I'm going to track my cost per lead. How much does it cost for these people to actually click on the link and go subscribe? And how much is it costing per customer for me to even get these impressions and views for people to even see? The in-person strategy. At the end of the day, you know, we can run how many ads as we want to. At the end of the day, word of mouth still wins, right? Whether that's a product or a service. And I'm going to give you a live example why word of mouth is still the best form of marketing. If I'm new in a town and I'm talking to somebody at the airport, hey, who got the best burgers in town? And they tell me, Lil Bad's Burgers down the street has the best burgers. I'm going to go there because you told me that and I'm new in the town. So I'm taking your word for it. It's word of mouth. The same thing about service. Who has the best massages in town? Oh, go to this place down West Time and they'll give you the best massage. I'm going to go there because you gave me that. At the end of the day, you got to collect leads and you got to have a system to collect leads. But as you're collecting leads, those leads become word of mouth ambassadors. Those people who have been a part of your business, has bought from your business, have done deals with you, they are the best ambassadors because they can go out and tell people about word of mouth. So at the end of the day, it still wins. And the way you can go about this is you offer strategic freebies. You collect testimonials. If you're a product-based business, maybe you get people trying out your food. You throw it, you record them, get them on Instagram. That's a lead. You put them on TikTok. You get food reviews. For a service-based business, you can do the same thing. You collect the testimonial, and then you use the results as proof. I take what the customer said about me, and I use it as proof. And I go out and I scale my business based off of what the community has said. And now that's how you take a follower who's just a random follower and you convert them into a paid customer. You take them from just collecting their information, which is email list, community partnerships, whatever it is, building it into a CRM, and then from the CRM, I'm communicating with them via email, text, phone call, however I want to email them. And then if I'm organically just trying to go out and get new people, I run a paid ad advertisement, and then I go and collect my leads based from there. I offer something free, and then from there, they become word of mouth strategies. And that's how you take a person from literally just following you into a paid customer. You have to spend money to make money, but spend it with the system. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna repeat it. Just think about it. It takes money to make money. You have to spend money to make money. But if you're gonna spend some money, you spend it with the system. You invest into a system. Stop going and get all these photo shoots and these video shoots and they're not doing anything for you. Build a real life system that's gonna make money for your business. Invest into your operations. Guys, thanks for watching. It's your boy, Sebastian J. Sanders. You know what it is, guys. You can watch, comment, like, subscribe. Please do so. Follow me on social media. Visit my website. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you, and I want to help you and your business get to the next level. You know what it is.